Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking another quick look here at Dogecoin, seeing what's going on. We're going to look at a few important factors such as liquidation, as well as, well, just some support and resistances that we have establishing themselves on the chart. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. I hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become, again, a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a site. Link down below. I do want to congratulate our community members here for some awesome profits. From Cardano, 47%, ICP, 50%, and what, Near Protocol, 52%. Those were all trades we took last week. Even though the trades we're taking recently here, like for example, Bitcoin, we didn't get filled on our entry. We still had our 2 profit targets. Awesome stuff is happening here, folks, and it's been really great. So it's been an absolute joy to work with you. Thanks again so much for the wonderful feedback. Speaking of feedback here, let's give me your thoughts here. What do you think Doge is going to do next? I'd love to hear it. Comment below. Do me a favor and hit the like button before we get started. And let's go ahead and see what's going on here. First of all, last 7 days, we can see solid amount of liquidation to the upside has happened at that 16 cent mark. I'm rounding up a little bit, but roughly 16 cents is that new resistance potential. We can also see here as well, 14.7, some lower levels of liquidation as low as 13.5. So we want to be mindful of that and not just naively jump into a trade, but there is a lot of liquidation down here, folks. We just got to be aware of that, okay? Good news is we got some decent amount of support with us, right? Got 4 moving averages here. Again, this is just the hourly time frame working the way its way up. But let's go ahead and talk about the daily first and rewind that a little bit here. So to clarify, moving averages on the daily. We're not out of the woods yet. Most coins are not doing this. In fact, there's a couple that are, like Bitcoin, for example, is now above the 50-day SMA on the daily. That's usually a very bullish sign. We can see here with Bitcoin, with Dogecoin being below the 50-day SMA. Okay, that's generally not a bearish sign. It just implies we're not bullish yet. Okay, what is bullish is the fact that we broke our fairly recent descending trend that ran concurrent with our 20-day SMA. We could probably change that and move it out a little bit because honestly, you can kind of see that it's not perfect, right? Moving averages never are, really. But the key takeaway here is that we're above a few moving averages here that are important, such as the 20 and the 100-day SMA, as well as the 200. So to me, being below the 50-day SMA isn't like a huge big deal. It just kind of implies that we're not quite there yet. We are, however, trying to emerge above 50 in the RSI here. Unlike other coins that benefit underneath 50 in the RSI for a long time, Dogecoin is kind of playing above and below it frequently. Really just implying that we're getting a lot more price action than other coins. As you can see, a tremendous amount of volume here. As of late, not quite as much. I would like to see more volume before we can kind of consider this to be awesome. While money flow index is high, it's kind of on a 14-day scale, right? It's lagging out in 14 days. So in the last 14 days, we can see there's money flowing in, but it's not half as much as it was before. Okay, so again, it's good in a way, just not great. Either way you look at it, we're close to 50 in the RSI. The MACD is diverging, and the money flow index is pulling back. These are all signs here that we're starting to see the shift in momentum, where the price action could effectively start to pull back here soon. We could even argue that this is a head and shoulders pattern starting, right? There's a lot of different things that could be forming here, but generally speaking, it's a little too early to kind of start saying that there's patterns here, but that is something that you want to recognize. Typically, this is the highest point in which price goes based on 0.618 fib level. So again, 0.618 common retracement level. I would be surprised the price doesn't pull back here soon. Again, it just depends on a lot of different things. Right now, looking at the 4-hour though, the 4-hour is fairly bearish. So to me, seeing that is not great. But also, we're above all moving averages too. So again, conflicting information. When I see that kind of conflicting info on specifically the 4-hour time frame, the transitionary time frame, I generally don't like to take trades. That's me personally. Again, until we break above this 15.7 cents. Until we break above that, I'm not going to be truly sold that we're bullish because, again, getting above that level would put us closer and or above that 50-day SMA on the daily. That's ultimately what we're looking for. And right now, too, another reason why it's not ideal trading conditions is because we have the lagging span kind of within the price action. While the conversion line's above the baseline, we're barely above the cloud. This really isn't ideal conditions whatsoever. Do not take a trade in these conditions here. You want to wait for a significant breakout. Me personally, price does one of these, that bullish backtest, that's where I'd want to consider taking entry. And I know I get a lot of people saying, why would you take entry up this high when you could take entry right here? Truth is, we don't know if it's going to get up here. And if it does, that would confirm we're on the right side of tracks. If we take it now, we're just kind of blindly taking a trade and it could very well drop its bottom. Okay, so we're honoring this ascending trend for the moment, but that's exactly that. Just it's for the moment, and we never truly know until it's tested what that's going to look like. So to me, I think it's a little premature to jump into a long position, even though we can say here confidently we're establishing higher lows rather. but we're also establishing lower highs. So it's kind of not exactly a perfect situation. So I would wait for confirmation, folks. I know it's not really what you're looking for and what you want to hear, but that's really just the way that trading is. 95% of trading is not taking trades. Okay, so I've literally convinced myself that I don't want to take a trade with Dogecoin right now, and that I will eventually consider it later, okay, once contributing factors are present. Hopefully you can do something similar for yourself. Try not to FOMO in. It's not really a FOMO market, folks. Take profits when you can. Low leverage, low position size is king. Again, if you want profits like this here, for example, consider jumping on over to our Trading Academy community and signals group, my premium package. If not, that's cool too. Just continue to learn what you can when you can, and don't be afraid to pump the brakes. It's okay to not take a trade once in a while. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, folks, have a good rest of your day. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.